Today's scripture reading is from Mark chapter 10, verses 35 to 45. Then James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came to him. "Teacher," they said, "we want you to do for us whatever we ask." "What do you want me to do for you?" he asked. They replied, "Let one of us sit at your right and the other at your left in your glory." "You don't know what you're asking," Jesus said. "Can you drink the cup I drink or be baptized with the baptism I am baptized with?" "We can," they answered. Jesus said to them, "You will drink the cup I drink and be baptized with the baptism I am baptized with, but to sit at my right or left is not for me to grant. These places belong to those for whom they have been prepared." When the 10 heard about this, they became indignant with James and John. Jesus called them together and said, "You know that those who are regarded as rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their high officials exercise authority over them. Not so with you. Instead, whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first must be slave of all. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." This is the word of the Lord.
In today's text, Jesus was going to Jerusalem. The reason why Jesus went to Jerusalem was to be crucified. That means it was the way of the cross. In Mark chapter 9, Jesus said to his disciples, "The Son of Man is going to be betrayed into the hands of man. They will kill him, and after 3 days he will rise." However, the disciples did not understand what Jesus meant. Because the disciples could not understand, Jesus told them again in chapter 10, "We are going to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be betrayed to the chief of priests and the teachers of the law. They will condemn him to death and will hand him over to the pagans, who will mock him and spit on him, flog him and kill him. 3 days later, he will rise." But the disciples had no idea why Jesus taught like that. Instead, they stole glances at one another, trying to read each other's thoughts. Finally, James and John came to Jesus. "Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we ask." "What do you want me to do for you?" When Jesus asked, they replied, "Let one of us sit at your right and the other at your left in your glory." Because they couldn't understand just suffering and the plan of salvation, they thought that Jesus was going to Jerusalem to be glorified. They thought, "Wow, finally, it is time. Our teacher is going to Jerusalem to be crowned. He will become the leader of Israel, and he will appoint us in very important and high positions." They totally misunderstood Jesus' real mission. How sad do you think Jesus must have been in his heart? Just called them together and said, "You know that those who are regarded as rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their high officials exercised authority over them. Not so with you. Instead, whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant. And whoever wants to be first must be slave of all. And Jesus clearly said, even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. The disciples didn't understand about Jesus' suffering and the mission of salvation.